Oh, oh, I was supposed to keep the music going. We're kind of unprepared. Hello,
We're
everybody.
super Mexican today.
Can we why did I press the laughing button? Can we play the intro one more time? All right, that seems a little better this time. Everybody,
Hey,
what's really good, everybody? I am Jimmy Goods in the flesh. You see the guy behind me, and this is
that's Baby Bash behind him, by the way.
Stop. Don't egg people on to call me Baby Bash.
This is your girl, Estella Bella. You know what's up. Do us a favor and smash that like while you're showing up.
Please press the like. That's all I want. I'm like
Oh,
a crack looking for
we
them.
haven't had her on for a while. Oh, my baby.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my baby. Of course, she wakes up when we start talking.
What is she doing on the pod right now?
She's just being
I'm not welcoming any cat to my life no more, so tell her to get out of
here. Dude, me neither. I'm literally so over the kitten I rescued. He's such an asshole. He's such an asshole.
The cat that I have, the naked cat, it claws all my new furniture. It absolutely is a pain in my butt. Seriously, it just claws everything, like my couch, the curtains. I'm just
is your couch leather?
It's like a suede type of material, so the cat just likes to, his claws. But we just got
a squirt bottle.
I'm not trying to get electronics wet and stuff like that,
Fucking one of those streamers, just it'll get them. Trust me.
I love the sound effects.
The onomatopoeia.
Hey, time out. Hey, Cassie, how you gonna say I'm nervous? I'm literally never nervous. I've been doing this so much for a while now. I'm polished. I'm polished, big time. You said cap? How's that cap? I could literally come on a podcast with no topics at all and just start.
We do. That's literally what we've been doing.
It's right now. I don't got no topics today, y'all. But I do. I want to talk.
I have a few things I want to talk about too.
I know. I always got a few things I want to talk about. You know what I realized ever since I started podcasting every single week, I became much more of a shit talker. I'm one of those guys that just can't stop talking shit now. I'm constantly talking shit.
And that's not a new development. You've been talking shit from the day that I met you. You've been talking shit.
Really?
Cassie, tell me I'm lying. Cassie, not to me, just in general.
That's not Cassie, by the way. That's Sabina, or Diosa Za. She's got 5 names apparently. And 3 last names. It's really complicated. I don't understand Mexican people.
Hashtag Latina.
And I can say this because I'm half Mexican. Y'all gotta chill with the 10 names. It's okay. 3 names.
That's how you keep track of your lineage, my friend. That's why all these Americans are on 23andMe trying to figure out where the fuck they came from. The Mexicans, they do it right. They give you all the last names so you can trace the shit.
Is that how it goes?
Yes, that's how it goes. You get your moms and your dads, and it tells you exactly who you came from.
I could dig it. Hey, it's Clifton. He just said "walla la." Let me tell everybody what "walla la" is. It's a word that I created. Me and a couple of my boys, we created while I was that guy that you see in the background. This guy right here. That was that was the "walla la" days right there, and "walla la" was just everything feel good, walla la, it was just it was just one of those words. And me and my friends, we've always been people who created random words and stuff like that, and walla la was it. And during that time I was dropping mixtapes and doing a lot of music, and I said walla la a lot in all of my music. So yeah, Yeah, it was a very interesting time. And today, I don't know, man, I had like a blast from the past and I dropped this gem of a picture on Instagram and I didn't know I was going to get roasted the way I got roasted.
Why would you not expect that? Are you fucking kidding me? Look at your picture.
But like, all right, so
Baby Bash and Salt Bae made a love child and its name is Jimmy Goods.
Hey, listen. Oh,
okay. So, thank you.
Right, so typically when I post a story on Instagram, like I might get some like, you know, like DMs, like responses or whatnot to the story that I post. And typically maybe like tops like 10. So I look at my phone after posting this like a couple hours later and I'm like in the 20s on messages. I'm like, what? And I'm going through them all and just putting crying faces on all of them because people are calling me Salt Bae, Baby Bash, that I can't believe it's not Butter Guy, Triple H. I'm like, come on, man. Why are you doing
H?
They call me the wrestler Triple H.
No, that's more like Razor Ramon.
Jesus, they were calling me Jesus. And the list goes on. The homie Trent, let me tell you what he said actually, and that boy had me cracking up, man, because I posted a baby picture.
Oh God, that was even worse than this one.
Let me tell you what this man Trent said. All right, shout out Trent _89_ Trent Davis. Shout out to the homie. He said, "Fucking Johnny Tsunami had a baby with Paul Rodriguez looking ass," and I'm like, damn. And then he commented on my baby picture that I posted. You know, I'm gonna share it with you all on this podcast. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it on the screen. He said, "Why you look scared of of the other picture?" Hold on, time out. I'm gonna share.
Your past self is scared of your future self.
Yes, that's what he said.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So, I'm gonna share my baby picture with you all because you know, Cypher and Chronicles. This is like. It's like a big family, you know what I'm saying? So time out. I got you. I'm gonna share it right now because that's how I do it. I just be
so if you're not watching this and you want to see Jimmy's baby picture, you're gonna have to hop on the YouTubes. Oh my God. Fuck. That's the Michelin Man.
The Michelin Man, why you doing me like that? Come on, Stella. Don't do me like that. So, anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about OnlyFans. Let's talk about how they are canceling the sexual content starting in October. Tell me what your thoughts on that are, Stella.
Well, initially when I first heard it, I was like, oh shit. OnlyFans is getting in the way of somebody's pocket, and now you know that's why they're doing this. But then I was reading some other stuff that's saying that, like, I think it was I don't remember where I saw it, where it was like looking at the fine print saying it was users who are not going to be allowed to post nudity and pornographic content, not the creators. So then I'm thinking, okay, that's cool, because then all the men in the fucking DMs in OnlyFans can't send you a dick pic. I was like, dope. That's great. That's perfect. That'll like kill a little bit of like sexual harassment. You know what I mean? Like that, that shit where they cross the fucking line.
On OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I mean, they'll never stop crossing the lines on OnlyFans.
I think that they're going to be allowed to post nude pictures, just not actual porn. If I'm understanding this correctly.
I do think that's what it is. Actually, they're gonna cancel like dick and vagina content
videos,
or like masturbation,
right,
and things of that sort. So I think that a lot of the content creators are going to be good because a lot of those girls, they just show their cheeks, you know, the twerking, the cheek clappage, and they do fine on there, or feet, you know, they show that content and do fine on there, and I believe that's, you know, within the guidelines that they're creating for October.
I want to know, it's 2021, and I want to know when the fuck society is going to pull their, you know, hypothetical head out of their hypothetical ass and create an environment that's safe for sex workers, because sex work is never going to not be in demand. Like, it's literally why there's trafficking going on in this world that's like, you know, billions billions and billions fucking dollar industry, right? Like this isn't going to go away. And yet there's still this culture of like shaming and hurting and you know what I mean? Like all these things that happen against sex workers. Like make the shit legal, give them fucking protections. You know what I mean? Like I think it's time. It's time that like and stop talking about it in a disrespectful way and then you go and fucking jerk off to some porn. Like it's so hypocritical and it's usually fucking dudes. You know what I mean? It's and women who like perpetuate patriarchy, who like the fucking they want to be, you know, acknowledged and accepted by men so bad that they cap on women. Like it's so stupid. We just need to it's time to make it legal and make it safer. It's been time.
A lot of countries, like sex work is totally legal. Like you go to Mexico, they got red districts pretty much in every, you know, big Mexican city, or you go to Amsterdam, they got the red district, or pretty much anywhere you go to Colombia, you're like any other country, like it's accepted. They're just like, if that's the choice you want to make and that's the field that you want to work in, you're good. You just got to go and get an STD sex card. You got to show that you don't have, you know, all of the diseases and everything, and you're good, and you could do sex work and whatnot. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is like their choice, their body. They should be able to make money in the way that they want to make money as well. So it is super crazy that they want to, you know, censor that and put limits on that, especially when a lot of them are just smashing it on OnlyFans. And I thought it was crazy that so many people just started like just clowning them, like, oh, y'all gonna be back working at Wendy's, or you know, and they started naming like all these places that they claim.
Yeah, that I saw that shit. All that. Oh, now you hoes are gonna have to get a real job. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Why are you so mad that they're fucking more in their bag than you are? Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Like people, you know, they jump out of their comfort zone, they face their fears, and then they get in the bag. And that's pretty much and
people are mad about it. It's like, don't be mad. Like,
I think that, well, not only do I think that, I think it's actually a fact. Like what they're trying to do is they're trying to get like some kind of like investors or some kind of big company to buy them out, or maybe they're trying to, in some kind of way or capacity, go public, you know, hit the stock market, and having porn basically on the website would, you know, prevent that from happening. So that's probably what it's more about. And I think that also there was another thing that's kind of crazy that actually Cassie brought to my attention, something that she was reading, is that one of the owners of OnlyFans, he is somebody who has had a history of getting in trouble with sex trafficking or something along those lines, something like real nasty. And she brought that up and read. All right, so Cassie said, I read a Forbes article and it was stating that, hold on, I didn't even know she commented this. I read a Forbes article and it was stating that there was some underage girls getting on OF and possibly some child trafficking. And then the owner had some kind of history of getting in trouble with that kind of stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, that's how it is on Pornhub too. So wherever these platforms exist, there's always going to be someone somewhere abusing the shit. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's up to the whatever this, you know, this entity, this private entity, to like figure their shit out and find ways to really like nip that, you know. But that's also my whole like why I think it's important that these big tech companies and these fucking apps and all these things like have real people actually behind the scenes and not just algorithms. Like I think that you could actually, you know, monitor, make sure that the place is safe, like and not, you know, there's a lot of reasons. I'm gonna spin off into another dimension if I continue to, but you know what I'm trying to say.
You're gonna do the daddy goods tonight. You're gonna
no. I was just talking about censorship and all these things, and then and you know the way that they like that I got flagged because I quoted a movie to my cousin's thing, and it's like if it wasn't an algorithm, if it was a real person behind this, you know, maybe that wouldn't have been the case, you know, like.
Wait, you got flagged for saying a movie quote?
For posting on, like, my cousin asked on her Instagram, margarita or wine, and I said margarita for me, and she's like, oh, I drank wine. I was all, boo, you whore, like from Mean Girls, and Instagram threatened to delete my account.
Man, that's crazy.
And I was like, okay, well, this computer saw the word whore and like flipped out and went crazy, right? Like went straight to like harsh punishment. But that's why I think it's important that algorithms don't just do the work. I think they need actual people, you know, behind these things and monitoring shit like that. And they need to set up other things in place, because it is kind of easy to get an OnlyFans. Like it's easier to get an OnlyFans than it is to go buy alcohol, you know, and anybody with a fake ID or whatever can totally create one. And also, it's not just on OnlyFans. It's like, parents, do better. Like, supervise your fucking children. But there are parents out there who straight put their kids into it. So like, there's like so many different levels to that shit. Like nothing is going to be completely foolproof because of that.
There's also some parents that aren't even in their kid's life, and the kid is just, you know, looking for a way. But I mean, definitely doesn't.
That's better than people who like literally pimp out their children. Like,
right. It should be harder though for the youngins to be able to get into that kind of work at such a young age, because that's, I mean, absolutely foul. Because then, you know, you got, you know, the child has grown ass men like jerking off to them, and that's out of pocket, you know. It's messed up,
sick, man. Dude, if you're one of those guys, man, and you like the way too young, or the appeal of someone that you know is too fucking young for you, I think you need to seek some therapy, my friends, because shit ain't right.
100%.
Shit ain't right.
Trent, we just got done shouting you out, and we were talking about all the clowning you did on me on Instagram.
And we approve.
Ha ha, he ha ha. Johnny Tsunami, Paul Rodriguez, ha ha.
Speaking of that whole topic right there, did you hear about how Apple actually plans on rolling out tech that scans your Apple phone's pics and messages, both sent and received, for child abuse and child pornography?
I did hear about that, actually.
So the path to hell was paved with good intentions, right? Like, all these things are set up and they're created with like the best of intentions, right? They want to help people, they want to help do something, right? But then it's a slippery slope when greed or some other interest, like, that, you know, conflicts with it, gets involved. Like I'm sure anybody here or anybody I know is totally okay, would be like, no, I don't want you to scan my phone because I know I'm not a fucking creep.
Right.
But because I know I have nothing on there that's remotely weird or inappropriate, like in that sense, in regards to child abuse and child pornography, like, get your fucking rocks off, man. Do what you got to do. Right. But it is an invasion of your privacy. Like, you shouldn't, I'm not okay with it because I know where that shit will go. That's not where it'll end. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And exactly. And exactly. So how do you know the Apple employees aren't like weirdos? Like, how do I know my fucking agent already isn't a weirdo? Like, sometimes, you know, if you're my NSA agent, like, you are one lucky son of a bitch, because I got some good pictures in there. But you know,
go ahead and tell them about your butt. Go ahead. I know you want to do it. Get it out.
Your girl's got a nice butt.
There you go, everybody. She has to say it at least once every single podcast.
At least once. I had to remind
got it out
you all.
Early today. There you go.
Y'all are focused on the wrong body part for me. The ass is where it's at. Oh. But that's the whole thing. That's the whole point. That it's always the path to hell was paved with good intentions. And then,
damn, where'd you get that? some kind of scripture from the Bible, or?
No, that's just a really old saying. I made it up like 300 years ago. It's fine.
Oh, you actually made that up?
Yeah, you'll see it written in stone. My name carved in there.
Oh,
like
damn.
Weird characters.
That's interesting.
Right. So that's that. I just had some really gnarly deja vu right now.
What happened? Speak on it. Speak on it.
This whole the screen, the exact people that are right here in the comments, like commenting, like everything. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Deja vu is definitely very trippy. And when it happens to me, it's like a confirmation that we're in a simulation every time it happens.
Oh my God. Have you seen Westworld?
No. What's Westworld?
Okay, that's right up your motherfucking simulation alley, and you need to watch it. It's on HBO.
I got HBO.
Okay, it's on HBO. Check it out. It's called Westworld, and it's a really good show.
All right.
And I don't know how else to. I don't want to go on and crazy like giving you this like in-depth thing. I want you to go and watch the first episode.
You don't want to be a spoiler alert today?
No, I don't want to spoil it, but
well,
it's right up your alley.
I want to be a spoiler today, everybody.
It's like a couple seasons deep, but it gets really, really good and like really, really is up your Mad Hatter like conspiracy theory fucking
I got a conspiracy for you all.
Oh jeez.
Rip a lot of you out. And as a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type it right here. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
I got you.
You guys ready?
Put it on the screen. Fetty Wap is really Houston, the singer. Drops bomb. All right. So do you know who Houston is, Stella? No, you don't.
I feel like that's very familiar. Who is that?
All right. So he had like a one-hit wonder song. He might have had two, but I believe that Houston had like one hit. Houston, the singer. Hold on, let me kind of get a like a little clip of one of his songs, because if I played the song, you would remember it. Hold on, let's see here. Houston. All right, so I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna trip you out about this Houston dude. Oh, what's happening? All right, so basically Houston, he went crazy and he gouged out his own eye at a mental facility because of the things that he was learning from the music industry. He said that I've seen too much and I'm bugging out, and he went to the mental facility. And
I just Googled him. You're fucking stupid for saying all of this.
Stop. All right, it's a good conspiracy. I'm out.
It's funny.
Fetty Wap was cloned as the new Houston, the singer, and they resemble each other. Why are you laughing? It makes sense. He gouged his own eye out and became Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap has no eye, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And became a huge star, when he started dropping all the hits. Why are you laughing? Tell me what you see right now.
Show them, and they'll see exactly why I'm fucking laughing, bro.
All right, so what do you want me to look at?
Drop a dime and pick up 2 nickels. Let's see it.
All right, hold on, time out. It's the same person.
Oh my God. You guys.
Hold on.
If I see this, I'm going to just fucking crack up.
Houston comparison. Time out.
Does anybody in the comments know who he's talking about without having to Google it?
I know some of them know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm going to get a comparison. Nah, there's no way that's Houston of today. It's the same.
Oh, is it not working on your comparison?
No, Google doesn't want to show the actual like conspiracies. I got to go to DuckDuckGo for this one. They'll show the real one. They got like some kind of like fake picture of Houston today, and it definitely doesn't look like Fetty Wap. But
this one in the plaid shirt.
Is there like a comparison one?
Let me see.
Yeah. Do you see a comparison photo? Because we could show everybody right now.
Hang on.
I saw a TikTok about this, and it like blew my mind. And I was like, oh my goodness, I got to talk about this on the podcast. This is
There's
great.
a YouTube video that says Houston is Fetty Wap, and there's this comparison photo that says they are all players in quotes.
All players, like what, in like the evil music industry?
I don't know. There's literally a video on YouTube that says Houston is Fetty Wap. Just an FYI.
I feel like I should play the TikTok if I was able to find it, because if I was able to find it, it'd be lit. You guys would.
Okay. Anyways, if you guys Google Houston the singer, Google's gonna show you a Wikipedia, and it's gonna show you a picture of this guy with one eye, and he does kind of look like Fetty Wap. Like Fetty Wap, it's like Fetty Wap before money, kind of a thing, and then Fetty Wap is like post money. It's like pre and post Khloe Kardashian, right? It's almost two different people, but also very similar. Mm-hmm. That's the comparison, and Jimmy's a fool for all of this right now.
The internet is good, man. Like it's probably not true, right? Like I'm not even gonna go down like no crazy rabbit hole with you guys on this one. I'm not gonna try to sound crazy on this one. I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm been smoking the good stuff from the dispensaries in Nevada or nothing like that. But when I saw like the video that this TikTok, I just try to find it so I could share it with you all. Couldn't find it. Whatever. When I saw it, though, I was like, man, that makes sense. Like a guy goes crazy because the music industry is obviously evil. Everybody knows that. They put subliminal messages in music and whatnot, and they do wicked stuff. That's gotta be a fact. Like how, like, come on, man. Like everybody knows that. But this guy, this Houston singer, gouges out his eye, becomes Fetty Wap. Guy with no eye, right?
I mean, it looks like him.
Oh, look at. Even Cassie believes it's true. See, she's my like confirmer. Like she will tell me. Like, she knows. Hey, hold on, time out. Trent says Jimmy has a nicer ass though. Pause. Come on, bro. Why you do me like that, man?
I'm gonna call my wife and tell her to tell you to be nice to me on my podcast.
What? Oh, you're talking to Trent.
I'm talking to Trent.
Anyways, guys. So
Jimmy is pretty thick though.
Hey, chill, man. What? Don't be calling me thick on this podcast. Hey, look. Hey, during COVID, I lost.
Jimmy got a fat ass.
But ever since I hey, chill. Don't be saying I got a fatty out here. Like, big pause. Hey, hold on, time. Look at that. We got our special guest again. Is calling mid pod. Hold on 1 second. Here he comes. And it says connecting, and it's not connecting. What's going down, cuz? You're live on the Side Friend Chronicles podcast. What's popping with you?
Yo, what's up, cuz? What's going on, man?
Say what's up to everybody.
Hello, everybody. What is going on?
If you want to be on the podcast, bro, just say that. You don't got to call every time.
So hit me up later, cuzzo.
All right, cuzzo. Holla at your boy. All right. All right. So he was actually calling me because he wants to get smacked on Game Pigeon on darts, because everybody knows I'm the king at that. But we're not even going to get into that today. What I want to talk about is,
we don't want to talk about how we be drawing now.
You know, a lot of people owe Alex Jones an apology.
Oh,
because he was right on some things. I'm not even gonna go crazy on this podcast. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people owe him an apology because Alex Jones was right on so many different levels, and he's been going nuts lately because of the whole like mandating of the vaccines and everything. I'm not even gonna go into all of that because we always talk about COVID and vaccines and stuff like that. And then after a while, I'm like over it, and I don't want to talk about Australia being on like an absolute lockdown. If you go outside, you get arrested. I'm not even gonna talk about people getting arrested in Australia for doing everyday things like traveling to another city in a car with nobody else. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm not going to talk about kids being at a beach, like 3 kids being at a beach, just having some beers, looking at the waves, and getting arrested for doing stuff like that.
That's how they were in the very beginning last year
from
too.
everybody, pretty much in so many different cities. We're not going to talk about all that today.
That's how they were when it first began too, and they were like one of the first countries to like get rid of it.
Yo, you there?
What? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Did you all hear Stella?
Can you guys hear me? I need somebody to comment and tell me whether or not you guys do hear me. Someone tell me.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Hello?
Stella?
I can hear you. Yeah. So it's only Jimmy that can't hear me. But all I was going to say was that's how strict Australia was in the beginning of the pandemic as well. And they were one of the first countries to like get rid of it and have people out and about doing normal shit. And I think it's when they started opening travel again is when shit started going crazy. So
yo, could you hear me?
I don't think it's that deep of a conspiracy. What? I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you on my other headphones. I had to put on some different headphones.
Well, your cousin's phone call interrupted that.
Oh, maybe. Quite possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want beef?
Tell your cousin stop being a hater.
My cousin probably didn't even know we were recording.
I know. But what I told everybody that you couldn't hear me say is that Australia was that strict in the very beginning as well. They did the same thing, and they were one of the first countries to have COVID kind of not be a thing. And it wasn't only until recently when shit started opening up and people started traveling again that they started getting cases again. And so now they're doing what they did a year ago and shutting it the fuck down. Like, they're not like trying to shut it down and be shut down forever like fucking Songbird. Like,
what was Songbird? Was that the one where they looked at like a random like dark entity and it just like turned them into a maniac and they started?
No, that was that COVID-23 movie.
You know, there's a new strain called COVID-22. Fuck, I'm talking about COVID again. Damn it.
Yeah, you started it.
I think that COVID, me having COVID a month ago is making me lose hair. Like I feel like I've been thinning out a little bit. I might be joining the bald squad, everybody.
Maybe
all that shit I used to talk, I might be joining y'all.
Maybe that's what COVID's doing. It's going into your body and like making you only talk about COVID and lose your hair. Maybe that's the variant.
You know, I wouldn't doubt it actually, because like no, listen, like ever since that shit happened, I've been experiencing like crazy things, like weird dreams and just a lot of like different like after effects. No,
you've also been playing in rabbit holes, so
I have, but like lately I've been trying to get out of it because I just want to have a good time again. You know, like I want to just enjoy going out, and you know, obviously I'm a try to be like safer and whatnot, but man, having that on your mind like constantly, like I don't like that. You know, I just want to like enjoy once again, like even though all of this stuff is going on and I'm trying my best to pay attention to that as well. But
do you keep a dream journal?
A dream journal? Nah, I don't, but I should.
So what you should do is keep a piece of paper and pen, like a notepad and a pen by your bed, like on a nightstand. And whenever you wake up in the middle of the night or whatever, just write down like 2 or 3 words.
Yeah.
And go back to sleep. And in the morning, you'll probably have like 4 or 5 different like sets of like notes. And it will honestly help you remember like all your dreams.
And
then you could like write about it, expand on it, and like you'll have that like and date it. So you can go back and be like, oh, this was a premonition. That's crazy.
Word. Yeah, man.
Just an idea.
I kind of already remember all my dreams, but I wouldn't mind like trying a new method to try to like actually like remember them more in depth, because I do believe that there is messages in dreams, and I think that it's a way for like the spiritual world to communicate and whatnot. So I'll tell you on that. But like I literally been having dreams like every single night. And what's crazy to me is that sometimes I'll have a dream and it will connect me to a dream that I had like a year ago, and I'll be back in that same place. And that's kind of wild to me because like there's been times where I would be what it feels like a third world country, and I'd be like going through the different stages of the day, and communicating with different people and going through different situations throughout the day. And like I could like really like feel what it's like to be there. And then I wake up the next day, I'm like, wow, that's wild. And then a year later, maybe 2, maybe even 3 years later, maybe even 4, I'll have a dream that'll put me back in that same place. And then when I wake up, I'm like, that is absolutely wild because I was there before 3 or 4 years ago in my dream. And then I went back. Like I have this dream that I was in San Diego at the condos, the whatever they are, condo apartments that I used to stay in out in San Diego. And like I have this vivid dream of being there. And I remember it being like kind of a scary, like traumatic experience when I was there. And it like people were like maybe like chasing me or like something along the lines like that. And then I would be put back in the same dream like a year later. Like that happens to me a lot. Like I don't know what kind of dreaming that is, lucid dreaming or vivid dreaming or whatever the title for that kind of a dream would be, but like that happens to me quite a bit. Actually,
that happens to me too. I'll have the same dream multiple times within a couple of years, and then then I'll be somewhere in real life where I'll be like, oh my, like I've told you guys this before, where like I dreamed about my ex and my community college in Oregon. Sup, Serena? That's wifey.
About time, Serena. About
time. I had a dream about my ex and the community college I attended in Eugene, Oregon. Before I even lived there, I didn't know what the campus looked like. Obviously didn't know him or what, you know what I mean? But they were both in my dreams maybe 2, almost 3 years prior to me living there. And when I started attending that college and saw the campus, it like blew my mind because I was like, oh my God, I've dreamt of this exact location before. And I know the dream. Because I've had it so many times. I remember the dream, and it was like very weird. It was kind of like a dystopian thing. And my ex was in it, and obviously I didn't know him. And I actually didn't know him when I started attending the college and had that like connection where I was like, oh my God, this is where my dream took place. And then when I met him and saw him, it like tripped me the fuck out. And like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not going to tell him. I didn't tell him like, hey, I've been dreaming about you for years. You know what I mean? It wouldn't come out right. And it wouldn't probably be received well. He's very like a logical person. He doesn't believe in like anything. Yeah, he would have been like, what the fuck? Like stage 5 clinger. Yeah, weird shit. But I really did dream about him like before I met him.
Word.
It's fucking crazy. My feet are in quarantine.
They are in quarantine.
The disrespectful people in the foot fetish community are like variants of COVID that my feet don't want to catch. So
oh shit. That was a bar, Stella.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. But they might come out in the future, right? Like on a specific show, right?
On another show, they might make a guest appearance.
Yeah, they might.
We'll yeah.
Should we tell them
you don't even know, huh? Yeah. Okay, guys. So Jimmy has decided to start his own podcast. That
still going to be doing Cypher and Chronicles, by the way.
He'll still be doing Cypher and Chronicles, but he's also doing his own thing on the side. And it's kind of for you guys. It's got the foot cam. It was his idea originally. And nobody else on the internet was doing it. And it was his idea, and I think he should run with it. Just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean, anything like that. But I did tell him that I would be down to be a guest every now and then.
Oh, she would be down to be a guest.
So you guys should tune into that, and you'll see not just my feet, but other people's feet as well, if that's something you're really into. K-Dog, what I said wasn't directed at you, but if the shoe fits, obviously.
I'm gonna drop a link for everybody so that like in case you did want to, still watch a podcast that is like the previous one that you sorry, I'm like choking on like a corn nut. Hold on, time out. Hold on. Ooh.
Corn nuts are bomb though.
Yeah.
I hate that they remind me, they taste like middle school to me.
Like middle school?
Yeah, because that's when I ate corn nuts. I don't think I've had a corn nut since then.
Oh my goodness. Oh, time out. I'm gonna drop that link for y'all in case you did want to peep out a style of show similar to the one you watched before.
Cass, I just said that disrespectful members of the foot fetish community are like COVID variants that my feet don't want to catch. So, because they're like, you're your feet in quarantine. And like I've explained, I know maybe y'all don't actually keep up with the podcast, but we haven't had a foot cam in months, and I've explained it at least a dozen times, and so I'm good on continuing to explain that. And Jimmy's dropping the link. It's in the comments. That's to the new that's to his podcast, who he's gonna have foot cam on there, and it's gonna be different guests. And I told him I would guest on his podcast, so y'all could so you guys will see my feet, whenever I'm on there, if I'm on there more than once or not, and other people's feet, you'll have more access. So that is, dear foot fetish community, Jimmy's got you guys.
I'm looking forward to bringing a really good show for the foot fetish community, and for people who also like great conversations and podcasts. It's going to be just like the style that me and Stella brought to the table, but now that we're moving on from that, and our podcast now is taking shape in different forms. I really enjoy the way our podcast is now, because I really truly feel like you all are getting into the conversation even more. So, I like to do both styles of shows, but I'm excited. I'm very excited.
You guys know, it's just the negative was outweighing the positive for me, and it was getting a little too much. Like I wanted to like help out that community and normalize it and all those things, because I don't think there's anything wrong with having a foot fetish. Like whatever gets your rocks off, man. But it was more than what you guys would see here or somewhere else that was really getting to me. So, but this is really cool. I'm excited for his channel. I think that you guys are going to love it. Now you have somewhere. We're not completely, dropping y'all off. Jimmy's got your guys' back, and maybe y'all should be nicer to him, because a lot of you guys were disrespectful to him too. So,
what's crazy is I don't even see disrespect. It's all good. Like, like me, like I see, like everybody's different. Like for me, like when somebody says something to me, like that's disrespectful, like I don't think you all understand how much self-deprecating humor I do. Like with myself, like it really doesn't affect me. Like people would tell me things like, "Oh, Jimmy, you're weird," like growing up, and I would be like, "Thank you." Like if they told me I was normal, I would be offended. Like so, like when people like say like foul shit to me, I'm just like, "Yeah, give me more, you fucking bot." No, I'm playing.
No, I mean, I don't give, like, it's not that I care about an opinion necessarily. It's more the like there was a lot of people that were like mad abusive, and that's like shit I'm not going to tolerate. You know what I mean? And like I'd rather just cut it all off, and it sucks for the people who weren't, but it's also not what I wanted when we started this podcast. I didn't want that. That wasn't like something that I wanted to be the focus on. Like I understand that shit changes with time, with anything, things, start to, shape and mold into different things, but that's not what I wanted this to be about. I'm a person who has like thoughts and shit to say, and that's what I wanted the focus to be on, not you guys jerking off to my feet. And I'm just like, and you don't give a fuck about what I'm saying. Like, that's not something I could live with. Like, that's not something I was okay with. That's not something that, like, I couldn't sleep at night knowing I'm just fucking a foot to jack off to. Like, I'm not cool with that.
Hey, could I say something else, Stella? Like, I feel like a lot of people did enjoy what you're talking about as well, though. Even though you did get a lot of people that were, saying things that maybe they shouldn't have. We got a lot of good people from that community as well.
We did. I'm grateful for that.
How did I stumble on this? Like, I came for the feet, but I stayed for the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and those comments, man, those kept me going as long as I did. You know, it was those people, and it is those people that I'm super grateful for, and that's why I left. I kept the foot page on Instagram.
Right.
It was because I didn't want to completely just cut it off and like disrespect the people who weren't like that,
Right.
And so that is still up for you guys to check out. But it's just not what I wanted. I mean, you guys could go and look at comments on past videos where people are literally mad at me for Jimmy putting up a thing and blocking my feet, and now they can't jerk off. It's like, okay, you fucking getting off isn't my responsibility. You know what I mean? And I just wanted the emphasis to be that this is a podcast, not like a porn channel. And we're not getting paid for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to treat me like that kind of content, then you need to pay me. And you motherfuckers that treated it like that, y'all weren't paying me. So, period. But maybe had that been a thing, then I feel like they could have had a fucking leg in that, complaint and been valid in that. But to complain about free shit, get the fuck out of here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to kind of bounce off what you just said right there, but then it would be just me and you, because like me, like you already knew from the jump that I was trying to once we've found that style of show and we found that it worked for us, I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, it's not every day people find a niche that's just came out of nowhere on accident. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
And so I obviously wanted to continue the show because me, you even said this too, oh man, like you're getting really tied up in the analytics of it and everything. And maybe I kind of did, but at the end of the day, when you have a show, you want more viewers, right? Obviously,
right.
Even with this show the way it is now, I want more viewers. You know what I mean? I always want more viewers, so
but I want the right ones.
That's how TV shows are too. If you got a show and your show's not getting ratings, they're gonna drop the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm somebody who I just want once I feel some kind of success coming from something, I'm I get
obsessed that buzz. You want
I get obsessed. I get crazy, but I just want to do that. I want to do that. I want to go ham on it. I just want to do more and more content that people are enjoying, because at the end of the day, that's who makes your content what it is. They're the tastemakers.
Right.
But I obviously, because I mean before anything, you're my friend. So if you want to take this show in general, the Cypher and Chronicles, in another direction, I have total faith in us, blowing this show up, with just us, because I believe in our personalities and I believe in our consistency, because that's what's going to take this show to the next level, no matter what,
right.
Whether it takes 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years, whatever. Right. As long as we're putting out shows, it's popping. And this is some insight for anybody that's really that's trying to do a podcast too. If you're trying to do a podcast, just be consistent, because you're not going to feel the same way every single Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever it is you put out a show. You're not going to feel the same, but you're going to come and you're going to do the show no matter what. And that's what's going to differentiate that show. Man, I've been seeing so many podcasts just drop off.
I know, same. I mean, there's a lot of charm in it, right? Like there's a lot of, it's very attractive thing to do because I mean, we talk, we're humans. Like we like to talk, we have opinions, you know. This fucking bitch is about to throw up on my bed. Sorry.
Who, the cat?
Yes. I'm gonna knock her off my bed. Hang on.
All right. The struggles of having a cat. She's a crazy cat lady. She's a single crazy cat lady. Oh, you heard me? I thought you took your headphones
No,
off.
I got the headphones on. No, but when we started the podcast, we didn't start with a foot cam. You know what I mean? It was initially to troll William.
Shout out, William.
Shout out to William.
You're the reason.
And then we did get a taste of like, wow, like this is like a popular, and it was new, it was cutting edge. I loved that we were the only people doing it. Like that to me was like dope, you know, like that right. To me, I was like creative as fuck. Like nobody's doing this. And I liked that part of it. But right. Then it became this like, okay, every 2 weeks I got to get a pedicure. You know what I mean? And then I got these motherfuckers I bought toe rings. I bought fucking anklets. I bought, you know, and then I had people sending me socks to put on and all these things. And that, you know, that's cool. They were contributing to that. But then it was like, do this, move it this way, do this. Like when I would wear something, other people would be complaining like, oh no, I like it better when you wear this. It's like, can't make none of you motherfuckers happy. Like this is crazy.
This chick doesn't like anybody telling her.
I don't.
Anything. She don't want you to tell her what to do.
I don't like it.
The slightest bit.
Ever. You tell me to do something, I am the bitch that's gonna go the opposite direction. Absolutely.
This goes for like every aspect of life.
Not
tell her nothing.
If y'all know me and you could be a character reference for that, go ahead and holler in the comments because that is exactly don't be telling me what to do. I swear to God.
Crazy single cat lady.
That's fine with me. They don't tell me what to do. So.
And with that being said, everybody. You can come visit the Daddy Goods Productions Plenty of Feet Pod.
Check out the foot cam on Daddy Goods Productions channel. And he's got you. And you know, every once in a while I'll pop in and say what's up.
It's a must. Yeah. It's a must. And by the way, if you are interested in being a part of the Plenty of Feet Pod, then
it's Plenty of Feet.
Yeah, it's Plenty of Feet. Just like Plenty of Fish, but it's Plenty of Feet, baby.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
No, I didn't tell you that.
No, you didn't tell me what you called it. Serena says you mean hard-headed. Come on. I mean,
oh, like I was saying, if you would like to be a part of the pod and we can like, you know, talk about great things and, you know, promote
if you have stuff you want to talk about, if you guys
I will pay for your petty the day before the pod as a gift.
He's got you. That's a perk. That's a perk.
That is a perk, right?
That is. That's like a sign-on bonus. You know what I mean? Like get a pedicure on Jimmy and then show your feet on his podcast and have a conversation with him.
Why not? It's just
why not?
Just feet. It's not like you know, people are showing their like their tatas, right. The ratatatas. Anyways, yeah. So on to the next.
On to the next one.
Make sure you all press the like button right now.
Yeah, make sure you guys like. Show us some love. Fuck,
that
man.
really costs you nothing but a single click.
Nothing.
Help this podcast. And if you care about us and this show blowing up, that button has got to be pressed, right?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you think it's important for political views to line up, you know, to align in order to have a successful friendship or relationship?
In some kind of way capacity, yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's just like a couple having like two different football teams. Like there's always like a clash of heads, but only the political views are like way more personal and
way deeper. Yeah,
it's way deeper than, you know, like being a fan of the 49ers and then being a fan of the Chargers or being a fan of the Raiders or whatever, you know, like, but that could stifle a relationship too, by the way. Like my wife, she's a 49er fan, and if she was a Raider fan, like I probably wouldn't be with her right now. That's I wouldn't. And if you're listening right now, E, you already know the vibes. You might be listening right now. Should be listening sometimes. Should be listening on the lives. The lives are the shit, by the way, because
lives are way cooler.
I think. Hands down. Yeah, live is the way to go.
I like being able to interact.
Yeah, I like to be able to interact with the listeners too. That's the best. But yeah, no, political views just way more deep, and I mean it can get nasty, because like what if like the guy, like, all right, well we'll speak in past tense, right? What if the guy like Donald Trump, right? Because if it was about political views that were gonna make the relationship like get bumpy, then that means that they're probably both like really, really into politics. So the husband likes Donald Trump, and she likes I don't know, Biden. Like she's Democrat, he's Republican or whatever, right? Like that can really get heated. Like if they got into like arguments caused by that, like that would totally become heated.
Yeah.
And then you got like all of this conspiracy and election fraud, and oh no, he's coming back. Like, you know, this is why Biden is trying to start a war right now, because you can't remove a sitting president during a war. Like all that kind of conspiracy. I know you're laughing right now, but this is
I'm laughing because that's shit that people say. Like it like blows my mind that people say shit.
But it kind of makes sense though.
It doesn't.
Like you're just gonna go to Afghanistan, remove U.S. troops, but not remove the equipment.
They've been doing that. Bush did that. Like that's been a thing. So like to sit there and all of a sudden like, oh, Biden's the one doing that shit. That shit's been happening for 20 years. Biden's been president for like 7 months. So like everybody can cut the shit with that. That is like the dumbest fucking shit you can say. But every president who's sitting in office, they're the ones who take that current heat. I get it. They get all the blame. I get it. That's part of the fucking job. But it's so goddamn inaccurate to sit here and say that only happens because Biden, like, oh, he's just leaving all the shit. They've been doing that shit, dude. They did it when Bush went in there. They did it when Obama was there. And they did it while Donald Trump was there. And they're fucking doing it still. Like, that's just what they fucking do. They leave their shit behind. It's not new. It's not brand new. And to say that it is so fucking ignorant. Like, bro, go back and read some shit because y'all are stupid.
You see how outspoken you are about all this right now?
I am.
Like, and you know how, all right, like, let's take a personality like mine, right? Somebody who is super open-minded, questions everything, and wants to like just do more like looking into what we're told, what the news outlets tell us and whatnot. And then you got a personality like yours who, you know, like you're like, no, like fuck that, like, you know, don't be a dumbass.
Wait, so you're assuming that I haven't looked into anything and I'm just going off the rails and speaking willy-nilly?
Assuming that you're reading articles that are very biased and you're just rolling with articles that you feel like are trustworthy. So
absolutely not. Okay, so here's the thing.
Here's what
it is though, because you got me fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up right now.
Go ahead.
First of all, I spent 11 years of my life in academia, right? I went to college for 11 fucking years. If anybody knows
There's a lot of dumbass college students, by the way, and college graduates. I just want to say that right now.
There is, but in college, you have to write research fucking papers. And then sometimes you have professors who literally will not accept your paper if you have not researched the opposition. If you're not making sure that your resources are unbiased and who train you, who teach you how to make sure that the people who write the shit see where that funding's coming from and what the political views are of the person who's funding the shit, because that's science too, on both fucking sides. somebody wants you to do this experiment and this is how they want it to turn out, they're going to pay you the money to do what you can to make sure it turns out the way that they want it to fucking turn out, and vice versa. And so for you to say that I'm just flying off the handle without considering the sources, you did just say that. You just accused me of having very biased sources. That's what you just said.
Hey,
and I'm telling you,
really
right
good
now,
writers who can write an article that seems unbiased.
And I'm telling you, right? No, but it's not just about what they're writing. It's about who the fuck they're writing it for and what their fucking goal is behind that. Like what their motive is with that shit and what they want you to walk away from, like pull from that. And for you to sit here and say that I am just like willy-nilly fucking talking shit and like I saw it TikTok. You who have said that you get your news from TikTok to question where I get my shit and form my opinions. Like
where do you get your shit? You haven't told us that yet.
Well, I read everything. I read everything. I read all the fucking news here. I read articles that are sent to me from Instagram. Absolutely not.
All hours of the day. I can send you a DM any hour of the day and you're going to respond.
Absolutely, you can.
Give us a source. Give us a source right now where you get your
kinds. Look, I told you I pay for fucking Apple News. I have friends who send me articles from multiple places. So here's this. I will not. There's the other part of me that is very crazy. I have like a huge ego, right? Who the fuck doesn't? But mine's big. I'm not someone who's just going to go out and speak on something without learning about it first, researching it first, verifying some shit first, seeing what the fuck, who's saying what, and then I look to see who's saying that on the opposite side or who's going against it before I say anything, because that's who the fuck I am. And I am somebody who my entire life has been able to empathize, view perspectives from other places prior to coming to my own conclusion. And that's just what that is. Like, so to sit here and like say some shit like that, like you got me fucked up, all the way fucked up, because that's not who I am at all.
Are you offended?
No, I'm not offended. I'm just not going to let you tell me and other people.
What are you trying to say?
You, Mr. Good, be on here. No, I'm not throwing shade. I'm making sure that it's clarified that that's not the fucking case.
But you still haven't told me
I don't want people watching. Well, you want me to list all these sources for what specifically, man? Like, what the fuck specifically do you want me to?
You're telling me that my sources
Times, Spotlight, Politico, all these different places, right? Vox, fucking.
The Times is bias.
There's multiple Timeses, and there's
multiple?
There's LA Times, there's New York Times, there's all these fucking Times, there's all these gazettes and all these things, right? But they all have different journalists. They do. Let me tell you something. I'm someone who I can't stress this enough to anybody. Language matters, right? So, and I've told you this, I've brought this up inside this podcast where I saw an article that said,
press the like button right now.
It said, 25% of all COVID hospitalizations are vaccinated, right? That was the headline.
Okay.
And so when I read that, I was like, okay, so that means 75% of COVID patients that are hospitalized are unvaccinated, right? There's a reason why they emphasize one headline versus the other. They could have went with either one of those, but they went with this one. And it all depends on who the fuck is writing it, who's paying for it to be printed, and what they want you to walk away from. They want you to think, oh, okay, people who are vaccinated are still getting COVID. That's the message, right? Like, I think about this shit prior to saying anything. So don't fucking come at me like I don't.
All right, so let me say something. Back to what I was saying about analytics, shows, ratings, and things like that. These magazines, these
I'm
blogs,
aware of that.
All Absolutely. Of these places, they
stir the fucking
Let me talk, dude. All of these places, they take analytics as well, and they look for what brings in more ratings, more views, and all of that. This is why I question pretty much everything, because they're not going to make money if they're not putting out the articles that they know people are going to dive into. So
clickbait.
Whether it's true, everything they do is clickbait. That's why they take certain titles and articles and they choose that one or whatever, because they know that a certain amount of people are going to be like, yeah, that's totally true. And it don't matter who writes it. The person that's writing it could be Joe Blow, whatever, right? Writes the article. As long as that person is getting people to be like, yeah, I like what you're saying, then they're just going to continue to go with him, no matter how well his sources or his facts are. And he's going to put it out, and then people are going to read it and be like, see, this is a trusted source. You know, this is a reputable company, and I'm just going to trust what they're saying. A lot of people are going to do that.
General public, absolutely. But you weren't talking about the general public. You were talking about me specifically in a light where I lack discernment and critical thinking. And that's
actually wasn't even targeting you like that.
You said me.
All I was doing was saying a personality like mine. I was saying like mine,
and
not me. Not me personally.
I
was talking about a personality like mine, right? And then a personality like yours.
Well, if you're going to highlight my personality, do it accurately.
Who looks into things, thinks they get everything accurate, and rolls with what they believe, right? And then you got the person who
doesn't roll with what they believe.
Okay, and then you got the person who's like, questions everything, and sometimes like kind of like, oh, like conspiracy and whatnot. You take those two people, not me and you, but like those two kind of people, and it wouldn't work, because this conversation came from the question: do you think that politics would make a couple clash?
Absolutely.
And if you take those two personalities, not us, but two people like that, then it would be fun.
You're sitting here and saying somebody who questions everybody, somebody who has these conspiracy theories, but to say that you don't believe in any of it. You do. You literally roll with what you believe in. So are you saying everything you say is just all philosophical and you don't believe in any of it? You just share it willy-nilly.
I never said that the earth is 100% flat, and I 100% believe that. All I did was say I question all of the stuff that we were taught,
right,
and everything that we were given as information. I question all that. And I think, hey, maybe it's a possibility, right? That's all I'm saying. I just question everything. That's all it is.
So you don't feel there's nothing you fully believe in.
But it's not even like a big deal to me like that. Like, I care about motherfucking waking up in the morning and seeing my child do well. Like, that's what the fuck I care about. I don't care about all these politics and if the earth is flat and all that. To be honest, I don't give a fuck about any of that. But I say it because, hey, I question it.
Right.
But do I care about politics like that? No, fuck no. I talk about it on the podcast and things like that.
Right.
But I don't give a rat's ass about it.
No, but what I'm saying is there anything that you have said or discussed that you fully believe in?
That I fully believe in?
Not whether or not you care about shit.
Yes,
like
I believe that fucking cheesecake tastes fucking delicious. I 110% believe that.
I don't like cheesecake.
Why? It goes straight to the ass, and we all know how you feel about that.
It does in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't be fucking with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I look, man. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of people like who talk, and not you. I'm not targeting you, but I'm just saying a lot of people are fake, like in politics and what they like preach and put out there. Like, they really don't care about the politics and stuff like that.
No,
like,
they just want to be mad about something
on Instagram and on Twitter and all that. And they're just like, oh yeah. And then they get out in the real world and they don't really care about all that stuff.
And Serena says, there are multiple truths in just about everything. There can never be just one truth. I'm exactly the same way. People call me wishy-washy because I don't have a definite answer or opinion. And yes, that's true. Because the truth is subjective, right? Like whenever they say there's two people having an argument or a disagreement, that they say there's two sides to the story or three sides to the story, right? There's this version, then there's what happened. But what happened looks different from different people's eyes You know what I mean? Because based on a lot of things, all your views, all your cultural beliefs, all your values, where you came from, your traumas and all these things, these are your lenses and this is how you see shit. And nobody sees shit the same way. So yes, there are so many different truths. Like, absolutely.
Hey, time out. This man, Lucho from Bad Night Productions just said, oh, and shout out that podcast, by the way. Go check it out. Lucho,
Bad
super
Night
funny dude.
Productions. Holla at our guy. You guys have met him. He's dope. Good night, Serena.
Good night, Serena. He said charlatans. Like, time out, man.
Charlatans.
Bro, where you getting these words from, bro? Where you been reading the dictionary, bro? Charlatans. I had to go look that up right quick.
You know he's been reading the dictionary. He
Man said charlatan.
Lucho was always dropping fucking random words on the fucking, well, like, you know, he's got a better vocabulary, and he was dropping that shit when we were on his episode. And I remember you were like, what was that?
I like that though, bro. Keep reading that dictionary. Keep your head in the books. See, I'm being like the big brother right now. Keep your head in those books. Go to college. Do well. Anyways, charlatans. Yes, there is a lot of charlatans. People falsely claiming to have special knowledge or skill. I'm reading it straight from the dictionary. Hey man, that is totally true. And Stella's one of them. So anyways.
Y'all say goodbye to Jimmy, because I'm gonna hire a hit on his ass right now. And if I can't hire anybody, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm about to get fucked up.
All I'm saying is, hey, do that.
So all I said was Biden isn't the only president who, under his fucking, watch, military equipment has been left behind in Afghanistan. That's been happening since the fucking beginning. It always happens everywhere from all of them. So to sit here and just fucking paint him as this like fucking incompetent that's just leaving shit out there for them to take or giving it to him, like, that's fucking bullshit. And if you want to talk about governments handing guns to people, holler at the ATF and the fucking cartels, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. America does that. Hey, and not just under Biden.
Shout out Zumbo. What up?
Zumbo?
Yeah. Zumboski.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're gonna play a game.
We're gonna play a little game.
All right. We're gonna lighten the mood a little bit. We're gonna lighten the mood a little bit, everybody.
Jimmy got me fucked up.
No, I didn't. You got yourself effed up because I wasn't even intending on like getting you all riled up and fired up. But
you like to though. You even said it.
You take things up to A. So I mean,
don't shove them up my ass if you don't want them to go there.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play a game.
Let's play. Did you show the guy?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's play a game. Oh, that's not like good music for this. We gotta play some scary music.
What's some scary music?
I don't have no scary music just ready to go right now, but let's play a game. All right, I'm sorry. All right, we're back. Play some music right now. Oh, y'all want to see some dancing feet? Got y'all. Elephant feet.
Hey, Neapolitan elephant feet.
Hey, chill. Don't be
shit. Okay, guys. We're ready for the trivia. Well, it's not necessarily trivia. It's just like a little Q&A. From our boy Derek Jackson, mentally stimulate me. Go ahead and sponsor the pod, Derek Jackson. Anyways, first question. You guys ready? We need a drum roll.
I have a drum roll actually. I just don't got it on my thing.
Okay. If your exes formed a singing group, their name would be A, X-Fake, B, Ragged Edge, C, Poetry, or D, Fuck Boys to Men.
Well, I'm gonna have to roll with C. Poetry.
For me, it would be D. Fuck boys to men.
Really? But you're kind of a fuck girl, so like,
so
you don't do that to the guys.
Yeah.
It would
I
definitely
only fuck girl them when they fuck boy me. So
if you're an ex of mine watching this right now, I doubt it because you probably hate it. But if you are watching this,
Jimmy got the mixtape cover background.
Did somebody say that?
Lucho. Oh shit.
Jimmy got the mixtape cover background. You already know. You already know.
Sugar, how'd you get so fly? Okay.
All right. Hold on. Time out. Will Stella show her feet episode 100? Probably not. But she will show it on episode like 10 on the Plenty of Feet podcast. Right?
Yeah.
She's like, this motherfucker stay dropping his podcast.
I know. Fuck. You better pay us. Shit. For all this advertisement.
You got me fucked up, man.
Just kidding.
Okay. I'm not even gonna tell nobody.
I'm just playing.
I know.
So your spouse invites you to go for a ride. You agree without asking where they're going to take you, and they take you to the Maury show. What's your next move? A, go in and see what's in store. B, demand an explanation. C, refuse to go in. Or D, end the relationship right there.
Oh, I'm 100% going into the Maury show. Yeah, I'm going in to see what's in store. 100%. Hey, Fire said, let me show you what Fire said.
2 words, Chris Brown. Oh shit.
Out of pocket, sir.
Yeah, I might go in and see what's up just because I'm a curious creature.
I'm definitely going in there. I'm gonna see what.
But I think it's different from different guys. So you're going in, probably they're gonna question the paternity, right? Mm-hmm. Someone's coming for you for child support or some shit. I don't know. Or they're coming out as such. I haven't seen a Maury show in a long time, so I don't really know. But yeah.
If one of my exes had my seed and did not tell me, I would be so mad because that means that my seed would be like old right now, like in the teens.
They'd be like, my daddy ain't shit. He ain't never did shit for me. And you just the whole time you didn't even know.
Weak ass podcast, Congo ass podcast. Fuck my dad. Like, dude, I'd be like, I had no idea you even existed. Like, give me a shot, please.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. The Maury show. Okay. After a hot date, you and your boo go back to his or her place. You notice security sensors still attached to their clothes. What do you do? A, continue the night as planned. B, ask them if they're aware of the sensors. C, make an excuse to leave. Or D, call the police on them.
After a hot date, you and your boo go back to her place. You notice security sensors are still attached to the clothes. What do you do? A, continue the night as planned. B, ask them if they're aware of the sensors. C, make an excuse to leave. D, call the police on them and leave. I'm going to go with E, which is proceed with the night, get the clappage of the cheeks, and then rip the sensor off and let the paint fly all over the place because so did my semen just fly over.
You're so stupid. I'm going to go with B and ask them if they're aware, and if not, then proceed to help them remove them.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm nice sometimes.
Nice. My guy Fiery said, you pronounce it as fiery, but you good, homie. Thank you. I'm so glad to be in your good graces.
Okay, last question. You all ready for this?
All right,
okay.
Hit him.
What annoys you most?
You.
Besides me. Oh, I love you so much. You're my best friend. Okay. Just had you guys
exited the pod.
Jimmy's my best friend.
Oh my goodness. I'm out of the pod, y'all. I just left.
Anyways.
Oh, I forgot you got controls too now, darn it.
Okay. A, someone coughing without covering their mouth.
COVID.
Before COVID, that shit really bothered me too. B, someone chewing with their mouth open. Oh,
that one gets me
both
bad.
Of these are bad. Okay.
I can't even eat without the TV on. Like I can't hear people chew.
Being asked questions while watching TV. Ooh, that's a good one too. Or while your radio is playing with your music in the car. I fucking hate that shit. D, bill collectors that call late at night like they know you personally. Where's about E? All of the above.
I don't got bill collectors on me, so you know what I'm saying?
No, I still get those spam risk calls. You checked your car's extended warranty's good and everything?
Oh man, I be blocking those every day. That's crazy, man. I don't understand that shit. Shut up. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want, Fiery? It annoys me when Jimmy don't show his big toe. Like, come on, bro, just one peek. I got you, bro.
I'm saying, come on.
I got you. Oh! No! Let me find out you about to jack off to my big toe, though, bro.
They just screenshotted that shit. They're like,
hey, no, all right, so it's the chewing one for me 100%. But I'm the guy that asks questions during the movie. I'm the guy.
And I fucking hate that, dude. I'm like, that drives me crazy when you go to the movies or you're watching a movie for the first time with someone and they start asking you about what's going to happen or what's going on. It's like, I'm watching this for the fucking first time too, bro. Like, pay attention.
Right. Let me show you. Hey, let me tell you something. Chill. Hey, time out, bro. Y'all better stop commenting on my feet, though, bro. I'm starting to feel a little.
Hey, getting a little taste.
Y'all better follow the Daddy Goods Productions podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stella's gonna get annoyed with me.
Zumbo's right. Zumbo's right, though. I fucking hate hearing people eat their food, dude. That shit.
Yeah. Oh man, that's the worst.
Coughing without covering your mouth, though, before COVID, that shit grossed me out so bad. Hey, and now, like with COVID, ugh.
Let me tell you something, though. Like when I'm watching a movie, people get so mad because I ask questions and I tell them to rewind. So I have 3 rewind limits. I have 3 rewind limits with the wifey. She says, God. When I rewind, if I say, hey, rewind real quick, I didn't really catch that. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, what? Rewind it for me real quick. She's like, that's 1. I rewind a lot. Because sometimes I don't.
That she keeps track of it too. Like, yeah,
I get
she's
1
not
rewind.
Playing with your ass anymore. She's done.
And I also get 3 Google searches a day because I always, like, if I'm driving, I'm like, hey, Google this for me right quick. Hey, look this up for me right quick. She's like, all right, that's 1. She only does 3 a day for me. Yeah, this is real. This is for real. It's marriage, y'all.
Shout out to Erica, dude. You had to set that boundary, sis, and we are not mad at you for that. We are actually mad at Jimmy for it.
I want you to think of this face. Whenever I get limited to anything that I do, I want you to think of this face and just realize.
It's an easy face to say no to.
Wow.
What do they say? A face only a mother can love.
Stella be sliding through like,
hey, that's my baby picture right there. That's me in the morning. Who wants to wake up to that?
Not you. I mean, yourself.
My cat does. My cat loves it.
Yeah. Hey, smash the like button, y'all.
Yeah, you guys hit the like.
Yeah.
Can't be like laughing my ass off in the comments, but you ain't hit the like though.
No, real talk.
You know what I mean?
Shamming. Super. Y'all be shamming. Y'all be shamming a lot. Y'all be shamming. That's y'all. That's all of the people in the comment song right now. I be shamming. Y'all the shammers. That's your group name. Everybody in the comments right now, that's your group name.
And that's your jingle.
Because you haven't pressed the like button. That's your jingle.
Yep.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah. So yeah.
Quit fucking playing with us.
I be rewinding during movies and I be asking a lot of questions.
So I am never watching a movie with you. Ever.
I actually would never want to watch a movie with you anyway. So perfect.
Great. Perfect. Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
She would drive me wild.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch though. Like a lot of things just piss me off about a lot of things. So
Oh yeah, we all know.
I'm wound pretty tight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that does it for today, Stella.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that does it, everybody. We appreciate you all for tuning in. I know a lot of y'all came through, so I'm very actually displeased with the like button.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah. I'm happy with who came through.
Yeah.
But
I'm happy with the amount of how are you gonna stop by and hit like though on your way out.
Appreciate y'all for leaving comments and all that good shit.
Yeah.
You know Make sure y'all stay tuned in. We'll be coming back next week. You already know the deal. It's your people. We out. Shout out to those who stayed.
Hey,
episode 84.5 is about to start.
Come on.
I'm just playing. Well, that's the episode 84.5. Why more people coming right now? Like, chill. Chill. Like, we literally just got done streaming for an hour and 25 minutes, and y'all are just now coming in. Press the like button.
You know what I want to say, though? What? Your laugh is super infectious.
Is that a
compliment? No, that's a compliment. Because whenever he laughs, like a genuine laugh hard, like, doesn't it make you guys want to laugh? Like, it don't matter what kind of shit just came out of his mouth, but he laughs like that, it does make me laugh.
So you're saying like you're not really funny, but like the fact that you think you're funny and laugh at yourself.
No. I mean, sometimes you're funny. Sometimes, but when you laugh, like your genuine laugh, it's infectious.
I'm low-key blushing right now. This is the nicest thing that has ever been said to me from this individual.
It is.
So yeah, thank you. That was absolutely the end of this show.